Hello and welcome to another episode. We are your host. I'm Sean Calhoun, and today I have my lovely wife
I'm Christina Calhoun.
with me today. And today we're going to be talking about what to say to get hot leads calling you. Are you ready? Let's get it. But before we start,
If you want to get in contact with us, you can reach us on Facebook, Sean Christina Calhoun. We also have our real estate agent training website. That's
oh yeah,
prettyhomeacademy.com.
check that out. Check
Yes.
that out. You're going to love it. What else?
We are also on YouTube, Pretty Home Realty, and prettyhomerealty.com.
That's right. As a matter of fact, this month we have a new video coming out every day of the month
On YouTube.
on YouTube. So check that out. You're gonna get some real good stuff. All right. Now, again, we're talking about what to say to get people calling us. Now, again, this is in a series. So we were talking about if you are a new real estate agent. And hey, I gotta give some special shout out to my real estate agents here in Michigan, right? Especially our new agents. Big shout out to you. I want to see you successful. I know Christina wants it just as much as we do. So that's really the purpose of this, okay? So if you haven't already, go back and check out the tips for the new agents in Michigan. See, like lay it out. There's some steps that lead up to today where we are, where we're at right now today. So today we were getting into what to say. Okay. So we're going to call this basically, this is something that I learned years ago, and this is called your notice to the world. Okay. You are putting the world on notice that you are in the real estate business.
And this is super important for new agents who want to really launch their business
Mhm.
right away to
Mhm.
start generating that income.
Now, I've seen some amazing things from agents. I've seen posts on social media, Instagram, YouTube. I've even seen some videos, and those are awesome. So if you're doing that, big kudos to you. Okay, that's a nice way of putting people on notice. That's really good. So we definitely suggest that. However, there's something else that you're going to want to do. And we want you to make sure you pay attention to the end, because if you do understand these key principles, they're going to give you a true unfair advantage in getting people, hot clients, actually calling you to do business with you. So we have sort of a two-step process to get this going, okay? Now, when you think about this two-step process, we all have different personality types, okay? Some of us are more outgoing, and some of us are a lot more quiet, shy, or reserved. And that's still it within the real estate sales business, right? We all have our own personalities. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to lay out two basically it's the same thing but two different styles of doing this two-step approach, okay? All right, so let's go with the first style. You want to go with reserved or you want to go with the outgoing? Which one you want to go with first?
I'll probably go with reserved.
All right, let's go with the reserved. Okay, so let's just say you're a little more reserved and you still want to launch your career. You want hot leads calling you. So, this is how you do it. You're going to take your phone. I'm sure you have plenty of contacts there in your phone, right? At least 100 contacts in there, maybe more. And you're going to send them a text message, okay? Now, before I go into this too much, I do have to preference this. Okay, I when I started at a real estate company years ago, I was forced to take a marketing class. And when I say forced, I mean, it blindsided me because they said, "Hey, you got to take this class." I was like, "Oh, okay, fine, I'll take it." And they're like, "And by the way, it's $100." I'm like, "Well, I don't want to take it." They're like, "No, you have to take it, or else we're not going to let you write an offer up or anything. You have to take this marketing class." So I begrudgingly took this marketing class. Is that a real word?
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Took this marketing class, and uh, I don't remember a lot from it, but one thing stood out. It was so big. The instructor asked, he said, "What are you selling? What are you selling?" That's simple. Houses. People are going to buy houses. But, the question is so simple. I didn't raise my hand. So there was a lot of people bolder, much bolder than me. I'm selling houses. I'm selling opportunity. I'm selling a dream. I heard all kind of things. And he broke it down and he said, "This is what you're selling." And I'm going to add a little more to it. He said, "You are selling yourself. You are selling yourself." And that light bulb went off. Well, I thought I was selling a home or product. No, you are selling you. Now, this is what I'm going to add to it. You're selling yourself to others that are already interested in buying or selling real estate. Let me say that again. You're selling yourself to others who are already interested in buying or selling real estate. So what Christina and I are doing we're taking that to the next level. We're going to show you how to get others selling you. Because there are two groups. There's the group of people you've met, and there's a group of people who you don't know, who you haven't met. Okay? So those are the two groups. So I want to preface this so that you know what you are doing and to who first. So now let's go back. You got your phone, and we're going to do some text messages, right? So we're going to text everybody. Okay, I want you to make this text message because you're just going to copy it and paste it and change the names. It cannot get too much easier than this. Now, what are you going to say? You're going to say, "Hey, so and so, what's your address? I'm updating my contacts and I need your address." Now, likely they're going to say, "What are you sending me?" You can wait for that. Or if you're like Christina and you like getting right to the point, you're going to say, "I need your address because I'm going to send you something." Nobody can wait. They're not going to say, "Okay, here's my address." More than likely, they're going to say, "What are you sending me?" And you're going to say, "I'm going to send you a couple a couple of my business cards." I don't know if you noticed. I guess I shouldn't, think that everyone saw my post on Instagram, but I started a real estate career. I started a real estate career, and I need you to hand out my cards to anybody at your job that is interested in buying or selling real estate. Now, if they're not working, you're not going to say that. If they're retired and all they do is golf, you're going to say to anyone you golf with that so you can make that appropriate. You might have to change that to the different persons and know their personality. And then you're going to send them a pack of cards. You're going to send them, what you can get in the envelope. And you're going to send them a nice thank you card. Okay? Now, there's something in our mind called a reticular activator. Reticular activator. And basically, that is once something is brought to our attention, we notice it. So, for example, if you're looking to buy a car and you said, you know what, I want to buy a black Mercedes. Now, all of a sudden, you start seeing black Mercedes everywhere. Were they there before? Yeah. But now that your reticular activator is turned on, you're noticing black Mercedes everywhere. Well, what you're doing is turning on the reticular activator of your sphere of influence for real estate. That's exactly right. So now whenever someone says, oh yeah, I'm thinking about buying or selling, boom, they can hit them with your card or your number or your name or your contact information. So that's the process. So the first process is you're going to text them. And the second part is you're going to send those cards out to them. You're going to mail that in there with the thank you card. That's a two-step process. And that's pretty easy for the people who we're kind of laid back and things like that. But if we're a little bit more outgoing, what can we do then, Christina?
You could call them.
Okay.
Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. You don't want to be calling
Wait. I want to hear the wrong way.
Yeah,
let's do the wrong way. Let's do a role play with me real quick. Wrong way.
Okay.
Ring. Hello.
Hey there. How you doing, Sean?
Oh, I'm good. I haven't heard from you in a long time, Christina.
I know. I wanted to catch up. How's the family?
Oh, man. Everybody's doing so good. You know, it is so good to hear from you. You know?
Likewise. And what's new with you guys?
Oh, man. You know what? With this COVID, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, we've been doing a lot of things here at the home, at the house.
Oh, that's nice. I'll have to send me some pictures so that I can see what's going on.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll do that. All right.
By the way.
Okay. What's up?
I don't know if you're aware of this, but I am now in the real estate business.
Oh, man. She didn't call to check on me. She called just to tell me that she's in the real estate business. I feel so betrayed. I'm so hurt inside. I'm not listening to anything else she has to say. But that's what's in my mind.
That's the wrong way.
But in reality, that is not the way to do it. All right, run it back. How do you do it for real?
So, for real, when you call them, you're going to want to be forthright and be clear at the beginning. Hey, I was calling to discuss some business. If you start with all the chatty and questions about the family and friends, and then you go to business, then they kind of feel like you weren't sincere. Yeah. Then it's the salesy kind of feeling. But if you talk about the business first, then you can chat afterwards, and then they'll have that good feeling at the end of the conversation.
So what can we say? We'll go over that. It's pretty much the exact same thing as you would say on the text. Hey, I was just reaching out to you. Again, first off, I was calling you about business. I'm calling you about business. I actually don't know if you noticed, I put a post out on Instagram last week just announcing to everybody that I started in a real estate career. So I actually wanted to reach out and I needed to get your address. And they might say, well, what are you going to send me? Same thing. I wanted to send you some business cards. That way, if there's someone, when you're at work, you can hand out my cards, or maybe to your neighbors. I know you're in the block club. You can hand out my cards, blah, blah, blah. And then, as Christina mentioned, you go on to the talking about the family and blah, blah, blah. And then the second step, send them the cards. Send them the cards. Now, this is something that's really, really simple. It's so simple that I would have to say, you might think I'm not doing that. But do it. It's going to get people who are pre-sold calling you. They're pre-sold. Why? Because you were a referral. Okay? So listen, next week, we're going to talk more about how to talk to people who you haven't met. Okay? But those are your Met group, okay? And I hope you got those 2 steps. It's really easy. Call or text, right? Call or text. Ask for the address. It's for business. And then send them the cards, okay? And then,
And there's another soft way to go about that as well. If you already have their address,
oh yeah,
send them the card send them a thank you card with the business cards, and then you can call them and be like, did you get it? So then you have a reason to be calling them.
absolutely. Thank you so much for adding that in. Again, if you already have their address, it'd be weird. Like, hey mom, what's your address? Like, you have it. So you would send it first and then call, see if they got it, discuss. That's the way to transition into it. Thanks. I'm so glad I got her. She saves me all the time. Listen, I'll see you on the next episode. Let's get it. See you then.
Thanks for watching.